If you ever find yourself driving through Delhi Cantonment, after midnight, remember one thing: if you see a woman standing by the roadside, dressed in white, don't stop. Because the people who did still don't know what entered their car that night. This happened in 2019. At the time, I was working in a private company. The hours were long, and that day was exhausting. When I left the office, it was already 12:30 a.m. Delhi was unusually quiet. The roads were empty. The air felt still in the city. Fell asleep. I got into my car and started driving home. There were two routes, one longer and safer, and the other shorter, but isolated. I chose the shortcut, Delhi Cantonment. As soon as I entered that road, something felt off. Nothing was wrong, but everything felt different. The air felt heavier. The silence felt deeper. Even the sound of my car engine felt louder. Tall trees lined both sides, their shadows stretching. Across the road, the streetlights flickered faintly, never fully lighting the path. I turned on the radio, but all I heard was static. I had turned it off. Now, the silence felt complete. I kept driving, and then, in the distance, under a dim streetlight, I saw someone. At first, just a shape, a shadow standing still. As I got closer, it became clearer. It was a woman, dressed in white, long hair, covering her face, head slightly lowered. She wasn't moving. She was just standing there, waiting. My hands tightened. On the steering wheel, something inside me said, "Don't stop." But another voice said, "What if she needs help?" It was late. The road was empty. And she was alone. I hesitated for a few seconds. Then I slowed down and stopped. She walked toward the car. Slowly, her footsteps made no sound. She opened the rear door and sat down. The door closed, and then silence. I didn't speak for a moment. She sat still, head lowered, hair covering her face. Then, in a soft voice, she said, "Ahead, take a left." Her voice felt distant, not inside the car, but somewhere far away. I started driving again. But something had changed. The air inside the car felt colder, much colder. Within seconds, I could feel it. My hands started to shake. I checked the AC, it was off. The windows closed. Then where was this cold coming from? I tried to ignore it, focused on the road. But slowly, a strange feeling crept in that I wasn't alone. Not just physically, but something else. I looked into the mirror, and this time, no anger, no sadness, just emptiness. I quickly looked away. My heart started racing. Something was wrong, very wrong. I told myself, just drop her and leave. Just a few more minutes. Then suddenly, she spoke again. "Stop here." No lights, just darkness. I frowned. Here, I turned back, and she was gone. The seat empty. The door closed. No sound, no movement, no sign anyone was there. My breath stopped. I stepped out of the car, looked around. The road was empty. The trees were still. The air cold, but she gone. I got back in and drove past her without looking back. I thought it was over, but it wasn't. A few seconds later, that feeling returned, that I wasn't alone. Slowly, I looked in the side mirror, and what I saw froze me. She was running beside the car, matching my speed perfectly. Her hair flying wildly, her face fully visible now, and she was smiling. Was not human, but she kept up. Every second, every turn, still there. I turned my head and realized something worse. The back seat was not empty. I slammed the brakes. The car stopped. Silence. I looked back. Nothing. No one. I didn't wait. I drove home that night. At night, I didn't sleep. 2 days later, a friend asked, "Have you ever driven through Delhi Cantt at night?" I stayed silent. He said, "There's a woman there, dressed in white, asking for a lift." My hands went cold. He continued, "If you stop, she gets in and disappears." I swallowed and asked, "What if you don't stop?" He paused, then said, "She runs beside your car, even today." I avoid that road, but sometimes you don't have a choice. And when I pass that road, I remember one thing: not every figure standing by the roadside is asking for help. Some are waiting for you to stop.